The first thing every client asks their lawyer when they've been charged with a domestic assault is, how do I get my charges dropped? The answer, of course, depends on the unique facts of each case. The more significant the charges, the more difficult it may be to have the charges dropped. Most domestic assaults are relatively minor, and the complainant is eager to reconcile. This is a very common theme and makes having the criminal charges drop much more likely. The majority of clients believe that if the complainant simply recants or indicates they don't want to proceed with criminal charges, that the charges will be dropped. While this would be great, it rarely happens in domestic assault. Domestic assault charges are often handled by a specialized prosecutor who only deals with domestic violence. Complainants recanting or indicating an unwillingness to proceed is a very common occurrence. However, the prosecutor must take into account a number of factors in deciding whether to drop the charges, including the safety of the complainant. The most important thing you can do to get your charges dropped is abide by your bail conditions. In every domestic assault, you'll be given a no contact with the complainant and a no-go to the complainant's house. These conditions can be dropped, but until they are, stay away. If you can show the prosecutor that you take the charges seriously and are willing to follow your conditions, you are greatly increasing the chances of having your charges dropped. The next thing you can do to help get the charges dropped is get into counseling right away. In my very first phone conversation with potential clients, I always tell them to get into counseling today. It may be counseling for substance abuse, anger management, or domestic violence. You do this and the prosecutor will see that not only do you take the charges seriously, but you are willing to proactively take steps to make sure whatever occurred doesn't occur again in the future. Even if you absolutely deny the allegations, what is the harm in getting counseling? There is no downside, and it only helps in getting the charges dropped. The most common way to get your domestic assault charges dropped quickly and efficiently is to enter into a peace bond. The prosecutor is generally hesitant to simply drop domestic assault charges unless they conclude that there is no likelihood of conviction. They will, however, drop the charges if you agree to enter into a peace bond and abide by certain conditions for a specified period of time, generally 12 months. A peace bond is simply an agreement you make with the court. You are not admitting to the offense, and you are not pleading guilty. The conditions are generally very minor and almost always include some form of counseling. The most important part of entering into a peace bond is that as soon as you do, the criminal charges are withdrawn. Even if you absolutely deny the allegations, a peace bond is a way to make the charges go away without the stress or cost of going to trial. If you or someone you know has been charged with domestic assault, call me today for a free, no-obligation consultation.